And now for a quick disclaimer. The T-Bone
And Chick Brew.
in the morning show is for infotainment purposes only.
The opinions expressed here do not represent
Naval Station Rhoda, the Armed Forces Network,
or the Department of Defense.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
What?
Am
I put you on a short leash.
Am I sitting in a weird position? Because I feel tethered. I don't like this.
I think you must be.
I don't like bondage. Stop it.
You don't tell me what to do.
What's going on there? You got us all figured out?
Yeah, I think we're good. I feel pretty good about it. I was just making sure.
So, this table, I hate this table. Do you ever go to a restaurant and like one of the legs aren't the way they're supposed to be?
I always get the sad table.
And then you find like a napkin or some Matchbox stickers or something, and a Pez dispenser, I don't know, you stick it underneath the one leg and it never works out right. That's what this table is. And every time there's a third guest and they're using the third microphone, I can hear every time they touch that table. And I know I'm just a casual listener, but as a casual listener, oh, it drives me nuts to hear that spring work over there. Boing, boing, boing.
Are you touching it? Are you touching the table?
I shan't. I keep, I touch stable stuff.
The stable table.
Yes. We're like 6 minutes early.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're doing great things today.
This is actually special. This is for those of you who, anticipation of the T-Bone and Chick Brew in the Morning Show, have tuned in early. Congratulations. You get a little extra bonus T-Bone and Chick Brew in your coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, it's already brewing.
You're the best.
I am pretty good at what I do.
Yeah, and I also really appreciate that I just noticed this. We've been doing this for ages. Your new purple shirt is the same purple as my screen right now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really a good, and the same purple as the ribbon on Han Solo's gun over there.
Yeah, and I stole some swag last time, so I got one of those like purple "Don't Beat Your Spouse" bracelets.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
what the ribbon is for.
Oh, yeah. It's right on the tip of the barrel. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Well, what I noticed...
We're doing
'cause
great things today.
I've been doing a lot of green screen work lately. A lot of green screen work. And I have a lot of green shirts.
Oh no, just the floating head.
That causes problems. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Unless it's like a video and then I got traffic running down my sweet spot. Whatever.
Is that what we're calling it these days? Crazy kids.
Yeah, so I have like 9 different shades of green shirts.
Yeah.
I know why. All right, here's your life tip of the day. Don't get fat.
Oh.
No, because honestly, at some point, clothing manufacturers just kind of give up on you. You know,
He doesn't care.
If you don't like khaki-colored pants, well, then you shouldn't have put on the extra 10 pounds because we're not making any color other than khaki after this size.
Oh my gosh, I know every woman who has my affliction knows that is the bra situation at a certain point. Oh, is that cute? Nope, just taupe for you.
Yeah, but it's like underwear.
My skin isn't taupe.
Oh, but I never see your underwear.
Right.
So
Unless at a certain size, I wear a white t-shirt and the only bra color I can purchase is taupe.
So let me understand. Even though you have like muumuu as an option, it's just a thing that you could do. You could wear a muumuu, and you have all the colors in the rainbow. You're upset about taupe.
It's the only color that is available.
Khaki is a slightly darker taupe,
Yeah.
and it's the only color of the rainbow,
Right.
which isn't even in the rainbow that I get to wear.
It's the only color that they make in this size. At a certain point, it just gets worse.
The bottom line, folks, your life tip of the day, don't gain weight.
Yep.
Yeah. Stay skinny if you can. Yeah, well,
That's a struggle.
if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Photoshop that. All right, let's go get that coffee.
Yeah. And then we will surprise everybody with an actual intro to T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Buenos dias a todos. No? What?
It's still playing music. I'm kidding.
Don't you ever put that hand up to me again. And it was during the Spanish introduction. Completely thrown me off now.
Got him.
This is no good. Good morning, everybody. It's T-Bone, Chick Brew in the morning. Yeah. So when we're not talking to the audience, good morning, everyone. When we're not talking to them, I need you to do one of those, but with the full emphasis. Yeah.
You want me to do it right now?
You could do it right now. All right, that's enough. And now I have some software that can convert that into. I could take that. I got you. Yeah. My daughter made me some intro music for the video blog, and it's it's a hardcore jazz trumpet. It's really nice. And then I have nothing for bed, so I just use some of here's some music from YouTube you're allowed to use, and we won't ban you. So I have that.
So you one of 3 songs.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Yeah.
there's some music generating software out there that I've been playing with. I don't know why. I've been doing a lot of technical stuff lately.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I've been having a blast doing it. I mean, I could do my daily video blog, which is green screen, which is intro, outro, graphics.
It has all the things.
It's got all the stuff in there. And I usually do that in about 30 minutes every night. Meanwhile, I'm taking 2 college classes, because nothing like getting smarter. And then I'm doing my job. I still got that going for me. And then I got this, which I really enjoy.
So you're really busy.
I am staying busy. Yes.
Retirement is suiting you, clearly. First retirement.
Yes, first retirement is not a bad thing. During the course of today's program, I have a major capitulation to make.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
T-Bone's capitulating.
I'm going to make a confession, and it's going to hurt.
Oh, no.
It's going to hurt a lot.
Me?
Because I'm a very egocentric person. It's all about me. In case you didn't know, I'm big. I'm big in the ego world, and I like to be number one and be the top of my game. But later in the show, I will admit to something I don't want to admit to, but it needs to be said, so I'm going to say it. There's that. We're going to be talking about your finances because it's Military Saves Week. And and we just bought an expensive mattress. So I'm going to tell you how you can avoid those arguments at home during Military Saves Weeks. We're going to talk about the 3 people I saw on the road this morning that weren't wearing reflective gear. Shame. Shame. Shame.
There's the guy yesterday who I saw riding his bike in daylight, wearing reflective socks.
Oh.
Yeah, he was wearing shorts, and his socks were not just like the neon. Yes, they were bright, but they had the reflective stripes on it.
I like this person.
Yeah, and he had a vest.
Yes.
And he was wearing a helmet.
Captain Safety.
Yeah.
Let's find this person and get them in here.
Yes.
Let's talk about how they're surviving.
I'd never seen reflective socks before, and I really liked them.
Oh, well, you could put reflective tape on anything.
It also, you could wear them to a rave. There's a lot of.
Well, I'm going to a lot of those lately.
Right. I'm just pretending it's 1998 again.
So we got a whole bunch of that along with your news, weather, really a 4. News, weather, and information together. It's your infotainment hour. It's T-Bone and Chick in the morning. If you want to be part of the show, look us up on the Facebooks or call us in the studio, 727-1025 or 956-82-1025.
You sure are.
That's what they all say. True story. So,
sometimes when you use that voice, it reminds me of one of our favorite security guards who's no longer.
Oh, no. I can do that voice, and it's a different register. I could definitely bring back some good memories for you, but I won't do that one on
don't
air.
do that.
So it's Give It To Me, I'm Worth It. Who sings that?
Fifth Harmony.
Fifth Harmony. Why do I feel like that's like a Cardi B or whatever kind of?
What?
Yeah.
I don't ever do that again. If we are to remain friends.
Yes, I wouldn't even know that that's her line had it not been for a particular Super Bowl commercial. I wouldn't even know because I don't know today's artist anymore. I don't care, basically. That's probably the more truthful
statement.
That's right,
the safer bit there.
So, Give It To Me, I'm Worth It. That leads into Military Saves Week.
Well played, sir.
Yeah. And my earlier quick comment. So here's something that I have learned along the way for many, many years, and I've shared it with anyone who will listen, about the perfect family finance plan, right? When you join into a relationship with another person, you have to understand that you're actually having a business together, a little LLC, if you will, until one of you dies. Because any successful marriage ends with one of you dying.
Hopefully later in life.
Yeah. The goal is, but successful is until death. Which, for some reason, my wife made special emphasis of during our vows. Still scares me a little bit whenever I think about that. But with the thing I have been telling everyone over the years is always have 3 pots of money. Have your money. That
Yes.
is your money.
Yes.
Let your spouse have her money and her bank account. Not just like, here's $2 for you, that's your money. No, she gets her own bank account, she puts money in that. You get your own bank account, you put money in that. And then together you have one house account.
Yes.
And that house account, both of you pay into that house account and both of you agree on what comes out of that house account. I went through years and years and years of living from paycheck to paycheck. And then I went to into a relationship with someone that was very untrustworthy when it came to money, which I am also untrustworthy. I just didn't realize it. So then what you do is you come up with this little system. You have a bank account. I have a bank account. We have a bank account. And life is good. I can spend my money any way I want.
Green screens, purple shirts.
Lighting, soundboards, all the stuff I buy. She can spend her money any way she wants. Makeup that she never uses, product that she never uses. Basically, that's all. She's got her and shoes.
Oh, shoes. Good call.
And then we have the house account, and we pay into the house account, and out of the house account comes all of our extra finances, but we pay a little extra into our house account, so every year that finances our vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great system. And if you're not doing it now, seriously consider it. The only time we ever have any financial strife in our relationship is whenever those lines get crossed. Whenever it's just like as recently we purchased a new mattress out of the house account. Yay! But then there was a discrepancy in the money. There was $150 that needed to be either put back into the house account or divided evenly with a receipt. I don't know. It just the only time, and it's such first world problems. It really. I'm the first one to. Sometimes, when you have that realization moment, when you just realize, wow, I cannot believe I got angry over that. I, no kidding, got angry recently because she took my T-shirts out of the package. And then after like 5 minutes of ranting and raving with no one around, I was like, well, that really wasn't necessary. So what are your unnecessary rants and raves? It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning. Call us in the studio, 727-1025, or hit us up on any of the Facebook options. So prior to me coming into the studio this morning, you did the weather, and in case anybody doesn't know, it's going to be nice.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, it's like
yesterday was gorgeous though. It was like just what I needed.
And today's going to be that way, and then and tomorrow's going to be. I mean, it's southern Spain, folks. It's really never that bad. We have a couple of days here and there where you're like, ooh, it's cold. And then you tell your friends back in Minnesota that it's cold, and they're like, what? It's like 90 negative degrees here.
Well, I don't have
like
friends in Minnesota.
colder
I do
than the
have a
moon.
friend in Minnesota now. Bless her heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Closer than the moon.
what makes me think of that is you, once upon a time, had the best weather lead-in. It was iconic.
They deleted it.
Everybody knew when the weather was coming because of your lead in to the local weather report, and it was fantastic. What I don't understand is the current active duty crew here uses all of your other spots. You have 90 commercials a day that are on the radio, and for some reason, the most iconic thing you ever did, the weather thing, is gone.
Well, so that's funny because someone who was here when I was here, before this crew got here, took that, cut my intro off, and it is still the weatherbed under a different name. Same music, different name. They just cut that off.
You don't realize how catty your DJs can actually get until you work with them on a pretty regular basis.
So yes, that happened because it was good.
Decky, me, all of our commercials play on a regular basis.
Yep.
But the most iconic thing you've ever done on this station is lost to all eternity. I don't believe that. I believe you have the ability to bring it back. I have it somewhere. I actually have it. Back when we used to do the full program thing. Yeah.
I mean, I think I have the bed somewhere, maybe in my space cloud
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, I mean, we'll try to bring it back because it was good. People really liked it.
It was good, and everybody liked it. Everybody liked it. Everybody could sing along with it. It was that good. I'm not trying to float your boat, all right? But out of that one thing you did,
Out of almost 35 years, there was this one time I did one thing that was good.
It was fantastic. So we've been telling you a little bit about the upcoming capitulation. We're going to make an admission, and it's an admission I don't want to make.
Are we going to make the admission, or are you going to make the admission?
I think I need to make it for us. I think you agree with me.
I mean, maybe.
All right, here's the bottom line, folks. Here's what it is.
No.
We are not the best morning radio show in Rhoda. We are not. Yeah, and it hurts to say because again, I'm very egocentric, but I gotta give props to Morning Joe with the CO.
It is good.
It is good. It's painfully good, and I'm gonna tell you why. He cheats a little bit. Shut up in there. I heard you. He cheats a little bit because when he shows up, everybody's excited, you know? Oh, look, the big guy is here. The boss is here. Let's put on our good face. Let's make they probably have coffee waiting for him. Maybe we got to make our own coffee. You know, they set him up for success, and then they allow him to pick his own music. And then on top of that, he's a great interviewer, and he gives shout outs, and he's the boss. Now, I'm going to say, we got better fans, but he's got a better show. And I hate admitting that. And if you disagree with me, well, 727-1025 or Facebook. There you go. All right, and one final addendum to my previous capitulation. It's none of the other people in the peanut gallery are assisting him and doing such a fantastic job. He does it all himself. He probably runs the board himself. I don't even know. So... Hey, I don't know if you caught this on any of the social media pages, but our favorite restaurant of an Asian persuasion has reopened.
I caught a picture of your dog.
Yes, because he's such a... All right, first of all, we go out, we have a good time. And I don't go and read the sign. I know they're on their annual vacation. They work hard all year long. And when they vacation right. They take, 3 months this time. Awesome.
Yeah.
So when we rode by yesterday and I saw the windows were open, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I rolled in there and of course I said hi to all the family and I got an adult libation and hung out in the sun with my puppy. And it was a great time. He's so well behaved, and he was very impressive when it came to obedience. He knows when to really be
focused.
The best dog. Like, yeah, he could be like Zeus whenever he wants, but when we're out in public, he knows to behave is more rewarding.
Yes.
Speaking of behaving, how's your puppy training going?
He is learning sit. And he learned his name. He does respond to his name now, which I feel is the most important thing.
How old is he?
3 months.
That's like 22 in dog years. He's just learning his name?
We've only had him for a month.
A month?
We were gone for a week.
Tell me how training's going. Other than sit.
He just gets super excited.
He's a puppy.
Yeah. And so that's like the hardest thing is getting him to stop shaking his head and growling.
He's a beagle.
He's a beagle.
Oh, if you had ears like that, you'd shake your head all the time too.
I do shake. He's so cute. I love him so much.
Yeah. What's his favorite treat?
The cat's food.
Okay, hey, you know what? First of all, if he likes cat food, that's cheap on your budget because dogs are, if they're treat driven.
The cat's food is medicated thyroid food. There is nothing cheap about the cat's food. Yeah, we have special needs pets, okay?
I'm not even going to go into it. Are you kidding? Here's what you need. You need a treat that your dog loves, and they need to be small and bite-sized and rewardable, and you need a clicker. You need both of those things working together to reward him and let him know whenever he's done something awesome. And I have the technology to do that.
You are so fancy.
Yeah.
You're so fancy, sir.
I can do that as long as you do what you're supposed to do. Because I already got the music in my head.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the same thing the Torettos come into. Now, if you're a fan of comedy, comedy history, that was Don Rickles' intro music for years. And it perfectly suited him because he just came in like a bull and just tore everything up, you know.
That makes sense.
But because we live in Spain and it's a Spanish radio morning show, I always thought that would be a great intro for us.
Now I just got to make sure no one steals it. Oh, wait, never mind. We're good.
So along with me saying, and against my will, not against my will, I didn't want to do it, but I had to make the confession that Morning Joe with the CO was better than us when it comes to a radio show. But I still say we have a much better audience. But I say that to say this: we're way better than the CMC Super Show. I'm just saying. Most people out there don't even know he has a super show or a show or anything. He doesn't really advertise, and I maybe his family knows. Maybe they listen in. And I've been to his show. It exists. It's
He came
real.
to our show.
And he came to our show, and his
He's
headline.
probably on his way down here now.
His headline in this bi-weekly Coastline edition is "Getting Up to Speed with the CMC." Someone who obviously failed rhyming class.
We can't all be the lyrical freestylists that you are, T-Bone.
But yeah, imagine if we just dropped the mic. Speaking of drop the mic, you know the guy in Chicago that had the incident with the two guys?
Mic drop.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be on that show, and they said,
Oh, yeah,
no, we're not going to have you.
See, it turns out that when you do bad things, people don't like it.
It's not that you do bad things. I think everybody is forgiven for bad things. I think when you do stupid things, like what he did was bad.
know better.
What he did was bad, but when he paid him with a check, that was stupid.
Can I Vimeo you?
Yeah.
Can I Vimeo?
It takes
No?
me
No?
back.
Okay.
It takes me back to the old days of Whitney and her issues. And she demanded a receipt for the illicit materials that she purchased.
Look, you want to make sure that I don't know. I live a quiet, boring life.
We live a wonderful, exciting life. You've got a puppy. I got a puppy. You know, want to make your life better? Get a puppy.
Puppies are so wonderful.
Yeah, the thing is with the thousands of years of crossbreeding that we've done with all of these dogs to get them. That scared me for a second.
You better.
With all of the thousands of years of crossbreeding we've done with these dogs to get them to be the breeds that we want, we've never created a breed that stays a puppy. Wouldn't that be awesome?
No, because
Yeah.
I would like to sleep again.
No, stays as adorable as a puppy.
Oh, you mean like a roly-poly, wiggly-piggly dog?
I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, but you do.
I know what roly-polies are because my youngest daughter used to collect them.
Weird.
Yes, she's going to be a serial killer when she grows up.
Isn't
but-
she grown?
Oh,
to
she may
talk?
already be on her way to a...
So I saw in the reflection of this glass window, that window, and it took me right back to the good old days of CMC Delbert Terrell.
Yes.
And when he would just show up when I was always doing things I wasn't supposed to do,
Always
like
fun.
eating donuts
he's
in the
about
studio.
to become the CMC of the CBs in total.
In total.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy. And we
Yeah.
really like Master Chief Terrell. And I'd love to have him here for a CB ball one of these years while I'm still here. Speaking of which, live performance, T-Bone at the CB ball. That's coming up, and that's for real. But I do. It's my
Being weird
specialty.
again.
Look at that. Did I just get it? Oh, yeah, okay. So, what do you want to talk about? I pretty much hit everything on my checklist. I mean, there's other things I can still talk about, but you got anything on your mind? Nope, never is. This
I'm just here to push the button.
and you do a fantastic job of it. You push buttons, occasional interjection, and then you throw up weird hand signs. Oh, you throw up weird hands. So,
I've got some new ones I've been practicing.
2019, unless my stats are off, I think we're doing really good so far, you know, almost a full 2 months in, as far as like stupid incidences that could have easily been avoided with a little bit of planning on people's parts. I don't think we're anywhere near where we were, at least specifically with the attention that we received last year because of some mistakes that were made.
Yes, that's true.
Right? Sunday.
We're doing much better. We're well on our way to.
Yeah, so, and we do that because we're all communicating. What we're not communicating, what I feel is failing, and I really want this to succeed. And here, again, is why. This morning, I passed 2 pedestrians that were walking. Both of them were walking in a direction of the road I was traveling. I could have given either of them a ride, but I have no idea if they want a ride. However, if they were wearing a reflective belt across their chests in a diagonal fashion, and they had a little green handheld light with them, I would have immediately stopped. Because they would be, number one, a listener to the program, or they would be one of the people that have joined up to the Rhoda Rideshare Facebook page.
Right.
So the Rhoda Rideshare Facebook page is set up very, very simple. It's for people who can give rides to people who need rides. It's about taking care of one another, about hooking each other up as necessary. Now, you can communicate on there the day that you need a ride, or, you could just follow along in our group discussion and follow along with the procedures. I believe that a reflective belt worn diagonally across the body and a little green light is a great indicator. I need a model for that. I need a low light model. I need to take that picture. I mean, I'm sure I could superimpose it, but I would prefer to have like a model on one of our dimly lit roads. I'm going to tell you.
In a uniform that blends in with the trees behind them, because I have that uniform, and I feel like people really. You are wearing camouflage. It might be digital, pixelated camouflage, but you're also walking on a black street. It's just enough. It's just enough to not be seen.
Chick Bruce, say it isn't so. Because we have LED lighting, and LED lighting is the path to the future. It's what's going to
future. Yes, because
if your
when
future is
I
death,
hit you, it's going to feel like. Yes.
So I do a lot of things in my normal life, and one of them is just rage against the LED lighting.
I know you have a passion.
Because sodium halide lighting is so good, but it takes more energy. It takes a little bit more to start up, but it really does a great job of projecting light. Whereas LED's like the new kid on the block that can't do anything the old man can do as well as, but it's hip and it's new and it's got a tagline that it costs less. It ain't bragging if you can back it up, is what I'm saying. That's a completely different subject. So I'm not a big fan of the LED lights, but I am a big fan of ride sharing. If you're considering ride sharing and you want to help a sailor out, please look us up on the Rhoda Rideshare Facebook page. The more people that we have on the page, the more people working with each other, more people helping out each other. And that's a good thing. It's T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning, and we'll be back after more music. There it is. That's for you, Dave. You know what? If you're a loyal listener to the T-Bone and Chick Brew in the Morning Show, we will make special accommodations for you, and there will never be an episode of this show ever without at least one AC/DC song in it. Because he's a loyal listener, and he deserves that kind of acknowledgement.
He's great. He's also just a nice guy.
Yeah, we agree. I remember him when he was on active duty, and he was a chief, and he wasn't.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was just a mean old angry short chief. I work with weapons. Now he's just like the cool guy at the quarterdeck.
Yeah.
And these kids have no idea. The kids that work with him every day, they don't know his history. They don't know he was an angry man. Now he's just a lovable guy that works at the quarterdeck.
And he's very helpful.
He's not bad. He says hello to everybody. Yeah.
If you need something at the quarterdeck of the hospital, which is a place that people probably often need things.
Because it's right across from Cafe Olé.
Yes, thank you, Cafe Olé.
So you have to go, you have to say hi to him because he's there. It'd be rude if you didn't.
But he's very helpful while he works there.
If you're a loyal listener to the show, we could make those kind of special accommodations for you too. But you have to communicate with us, You got to let us know you're out there. You got to let us know you're listening. Max, one of our Spanish listeners in Jerez, if you got something you want to hear, you are allowed to make a request too to our listeners in Suda Bay and our listeners in Naples. It is so funny. Unfortunately, our internet listeners, because of the time delay, you would have to let us know your request in advance. But we can do that. If you let us know, if you're listening to this week's show and you want to know what something you want to hear next week, let us us know. And we
Or
can.
if there's a topic you think that we should cover,
Oh, please. I die for topics.
you do.
Yeah.
And what's funny is if you give Tebow the topic in advance, like by Tuesday, he'll research it.
No. You think that. But I don't research anything. I don't read anything beyond a
If
headline.
they think that you research it, then they'll believe what you say more.
I research
It's like
everything
science.
in a book called The Abbreviated Almanac of Everything That's Absolutely True, 2004 edition.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah. And I've moved it back to the 2004 edition because it meets all the requirements of 2005. But if I wanted to do a second book, I'd have one more year of playtime before Facebook becomes a real thing. And then at 2006, it's ruined.
Just a straight.
Ruined. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe at some point there's an EMP, it takes out all the internet, and then I can go back to writing more volumes. Doesn't matter. I'm only like 2 stories into volume 1, so.
I've only read one of them. Where's the second one?
The second one is very fun because it has to deal with you know what? I can't do it. I want to do it. I want to tell you, but you're gonna have to read the book. It's like the old Dianetics ads of the '80s. It's in the book. What's the secret of life? It's in the book. I hated those ads.
Obviously, they stuck with you.
don't know what I'm talking
no
about,
idea.
yeah.
You're so old right now. It's okay. We still love you.
Hey, so we've had a great show. We've talked about all the important things that we needed to talk about. We especially hit on that safety thing, and this is your weekend safety brief. Coming up on this weekend, please remember, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail.
My favorite one.
Yes. Go out with friends, take care of one another, look after one another, and make it back on Monday safe and sound. Let's repeat the process all over again. It's wash, rinse, repeat. No alcohol-related incidents is the way we like to do things, but even if that did happen, coming back alive and not killing anybody is probably the bigger goal.
Yes.
So both of those do work hand in hand. So, wear your reflective gear. Don't drink and drive. Use the One Taxi app because it's fantastic. Get on the Rotor Rideshare Facebook page. Just continue being awesome. And I say this as I always say this, be the best person that you can be. And if you were a better person yesterday, be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
Aww.